All right, and welcome back to Total BS.
Absolute
I'm Shawn.
BS.
Oh my God.
You're instantly in the shit right there. I'm Ben.
All right.
I'm the
I'm
navigator.
scared.
I'm the Lincoln navigator of this episode.
Lincoln Navigator.
Lincoln navigator, bro. Remember those?
wish I
Remember
had
when
a
SUVs were like the thing to have?
I wish I had a SUV. Okay, that's where I gotta go.
It's so funny to me that like what SUVs are now is like this very like soccer mom, like, and they used to be like these luxury like
Yeah.
items. I feel like that's not really the case anymore.
Why is that?
I think just culture changes over time. I mean, big, lavish, like way over the top stuff just isn't as cool anymore.
I'm scared.
Hey, there's an obelisk.
We did it.
All right, how many more we got? Oh my God!
Wait, it's still
Wait.
here.
What? Do you have to like get that essence? Wait, go like stand.
No,
in
the other
middle.
ones are still there too. Maybe it just sits here.
Stand in the middle of it.
No,
Like, you don't have to like do. So I was like, do we have to like do
I
something
better not.
to get it?
It says destroy
Just
the.
destroy, right? If we have to fucking like.
And
hit
then
X
beware
on
of the
it.
shadow in the garden. Which I feel like we're gonna run into that soon.
Yeah. Old garden shadow.
And I am not excited for garden shadows.
Why not? When has a garden shadow ever been bad?
Well, they don't. It prevents sunlight from getting the flowers, so.
Like kidnapping them or something? Gotta get those flowers.
Kidnapping flowers.
I don't know.
Do I go in this?
I don't know. Oh. Oh, did you get him?
The Yoda says those who. Oh, I got the swords?
Oh, sure.
Oh,
Oh!
what is that?
There's the shadow in the garden.
Oh my
He's
god.
spitting blood at you. This fucking giant kaiju-esque
I'm gonna get the high ground.
samurai is spitting blood at you.
Oh my god.
Wait, no, sorry, he's not spitting blood. He doesn't have a head.
He does not have a head, people.
Could you be more undead than just not having a head?
Oh, wait, he's
holding
holding
his head.
He's tossing
Whoa, bro!
it.
This is
My
like
god.
they have a boss like this in
Oh my God.
Sekiro.
This is amazing.
They have a giant monkey who, after you cut off his head, like
Did you
holds
throw
his
the
own
grenade
head.
at him?
Is that like a thing? It's like a giant kaiju holding his own head, like a thing
Oh, he got me.
in Japanese culture.
Yes. It's everyone's favorite.
I think you just have to like war attrition his ass.
Oh, it's not gonna work.
Actually, we don't have the fucking
Hold on, the log.
log. We don't have the log. Did you have the option to bring the log with
No.
you? You only get it in the place. Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
Well, you're like, are you poisoned? Do you have an antidote or something? Because I think you're like losing life.
I didn't bring it. I didn't bring the antidote.
Shit. You're like it's draining.
Is there like a thing with him, or am I just jumping, comboing, running?
Man.
I think the grenade didn't work, so I don't think any of my things is gonna work.
Oh my god.
He has the high ground.
Whoa, dude, you've like, okay, dude, you're like killing the shit out of it. Just fucking attrition his ass, man. Alright. Back off and heal, back off and heal, back off and heal, back off and heal, back off and heal,
I gotta
back
heal.
off and
I
heal.
gotta heal.
Yep.
Who's gonna heal?
Okay, now, just give him the old Ayami special. You're doing a lot of damage and he's not blocking, so like, there you go, okay.
We did it as a
Thank God.
team.
Why are you still bleeding, like dying though?
Is that it?
Okay, thank God.
I was not prepared.
What do we get? Novice.
Oh,
I'm
come
fine.
on.
I'm
not a
fine.
novice. I'm an expert
No vice.
speedrunner.
No vice. I have no vices. I don't smoke. I don't drink. No vice.
And why don't you? Have you ever had a vice?
I mean, yeah.
What is? I mean, can't like eating like junk food
Yeah. Oh,
be a
for,
vice?
oh, God, yes.
I feel like when people think of vices, they think drinking,
Yeah.
smoking,
Prostitutes.
prostitutes.
Like the things that, like, isn't that like a whole like department of police? It's like vice, and it's like people who deal with
Oh, like that why it's called Miami Vice?
Yeah. It's like generally like dealing with prostitutes and drug dealers.
Oh.
I think.
I think we need to change the stigma on vices. Because there's healthy vices.
Well, is there? I mean,
I mean, if you change the definition of vice.
Overeating healthy?
No, I didn't mean that specifically. I meant like if you're exercising, it's someone's vice.
But is that good though?
Well, exercise?
Well, is
Yes.
okay, but like.
Oh, do you mean like it's
overdoing it?
Yeah,
if it's a vice,
okay.
that means it's like over. I'm a big.
So vice.
Getting my philosophy pants here.
In definition, vice is like.
Yeah, like vice is like the point at which something becomes not good anymore,
Okay.
right? Like.
I guess so.
It's your vice. It's like I'm gonna Google vice, but like to me, it's like
I have no healing potions.
I'm one. Maybe I'll find some in the place. You don't have a log. They don't let you have log.
Yeah, I think it's just for the level.
What's that up? What's that thing up top? Is that a sword?
Oh.
Wait, what's that? What's that? Oh, that sword. Is that like the blades?
Well, I didn't see these.
These
I do
are
have
good.
them.
You got 6, homie. You get. What are you doing? Get 6. Get at least 2.
Do I need to? I don't need 2.
Let me see if this level is gonna need the undead knife.
How do I
Get 2. What?
I am. I gotta remove something.
You have 5 items.
Oh,
you can only bring one.
Yeah, only allowed one.
What levels do I need undead thing?
Hey Siri, what levels do I need for the Kasumi and Shizuki blade in Tenchu Wrath of Heaven? Siri ignored me.
Just grab them.
Okay. Okay. I probably need them.
I mean, they killed not undead people too, right? Like, might as well just have the ones that can kill both.
You're right.
The thing I was gonna say is I'm a big subscriber to the idea of like balance.
Balance.
Like
a balance beam.
we talked. We made jokes about my religiousness earlier, but like
Yes.
I don't really. I'm not a very religious person. Not very like. I grew up in a very like traditional Christian household, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like now I'm agnostic / just like I mostly just don't think that anyone knows what they're talking about, and I think it's kind of a waste of time to try to figure it out.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of stuff that we're just never gonna understand. And there's really no point in trying to figure out something that we'll never understand. Like the idea of death. Right, like what happens when you die? I feel like that's a big thing that like religion tries to answer, and like my thing is just that like in my opinion, whatever happens is something that we just have no concept of.
Yeah. What's after me?
And like when people have near-death experiences, they're usually colored by what they perceive. Yeah, like. A person who was raised Christian is probably going to have something that seems very Christian, etc., etc. So, like, those don't really mean anything to me. But, like, my idea is, like, less than, like, the idea of, like, morals and, like having, like... In terms of when as long as it does not involve, like, harming another person, which is just... like inherently wrong.
Yeah.
Like causing harm to another human to me is just like there's really no justification for it. That there's really no like right or wrong or good or bad, like in the sense that like alcohol, right? Like alcohol is not bad. Like it can be used in bad ways if people have addictions to it and it causes them to do things. Like obviously it can be bad for people, but it's not inherently bad. And if you are able to use it in moderation and like,
wait,
it's fine.
Oh,
Just
I
kill
almost
him.
murdered that man who was innocent. It's just the town drunk, and you just said alcohol isn't bad.
So like that extends to good things that we think of as like you said, when I kind of questioned if exercise can be a negative vice, and you're like, well, exercise is always good, but it's like, well, but then you have people who really obsess over it and like
you have
unnecessarily and
those gym bros,
yeah,
always broing out.
that's right, sick gains, bro. Like obviously a form of exercise is good. Like you want to be, you want to stay healthy, but like health, like being healthy can be a negative thing. Like you can obsess about it so much to where it actually becomes a detriment to you.
Yeah.
Right. Like, and I think that's the case with everything. I think there are things that, rather than think of things as being inherently good or bad, I think that in moderation most things can be good, and out of moderation most things can be bad. Like I said, with obviously exceptions to things like murder in moderation probably isn't great, right? Like I only killed 3 people this year, down from my 10 that I killed last. Like, all right, but like once again, as long as it's not affecting or harming another person, like if it's whether it's drugs, whether it's alcohol, whether it's anything, video games.
Video games have never been harmful.
Never been harmful. Never. But yeah, so that's kind of my thought on that kind of thing. Is I think people get bogged down onto, well, this is bad, so I can't do this, or this is good, so I have to only do this. And it's like, well, that's not, I don't think, a great way to look at things.
I think I killed everyone that I had to. I think I can go in these buildings. I should read this before I start playing.
Zenosuke! Go to the red house of Zenosuke. Crawl into holes using stealth.
I'm scared of holes.
What's that called? Isn't that a thing?
Claustrophobia.
No, it's not claustrophobia. What is that? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Scared of holes?
Do you not know that?
No, like
Hold on.
like scared of the movie Holes
Yes, that's a
with
terrifying.
Shia LaBeouf.
What's the? I can fix that.
Yeah, that's what that's from.
It's like As You Wish from Princess Bride. I can fix that. All right. I was actually talking about holes the other day. It came up in a conversation I had.
It's a good movie. A good book.
Yeah.
What? What?
No, it's both of those statements are fine statements to me.
They have that one song. It's a banger.
What?
Dig
Dig it up. Uh-ohs, dig it.
It's a banger.
That's pretty good. Back before Shia LaBeouf was like completely nuts.
Yeah, but that's what happens with child actors usually.
Yeah. Once again, moderation. I think there's. I'm trying to think. Like, I think the ultimate like poster child of like good child actor is Ron Howard, right? Like,
Yeah.
like dude was Opie on Andy Griffith, and like dude is still like a successful, seemingly. And I say this
Without knowing him.
without knowing him, and I also like. I have as I get older and as I experience life and stuff, it comes more and more clear to me that like what a person appears to be is not who they are, and like especially in the terms of like public figures, like
Yes.
they're really good at PR, obviously. So like I've almost adopted this, like I think anyone who is an athlete or an actor or a musician, like it's probably not great.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that because I think that they are all not great. I just think that at this point I'm like less surprised. I'm more surprised if I were to meet someone and get to know a celebrity and I found out they were actually a delightful and well-rounded and adjusted human being. I would be more surprised than anytime I hear someone be like, "Oh, it turns out Bill Murray's an asshole." Right?
Yeah.
Like does that make me a little upset because I like Bill Murray and I like his movies? Yeah, like I wanted to think that Bill Murray was a cool guy, but like now that I hear it, I'm not like surprised.
Yeah.
Like it's It's not like, oh my god, Bill Murray. Like, that's like, yeah,
Hell.
yeah, like he probably is an asshole, and that makes perfect sense, and that sucks. But like, I don't know where I was going with it. What was the?
You're talking about
crux of
Ron
all
Howard.
this? Ron Howard, yes. Thank you, Shawn, my man. So Ron Howard, like once again, seemingly, I don't feel like he's had a lot of controversy.
Not that I know of.
Not that we know of. Maybe he does, and once again, won't be surprised if he does.
Yeah.
But from compared to other child actors, he's held it together a lot better than most.
Yes.
Because he was like a child actor, he was a teen actor, and then like a human actor, an elder actor, and then like a director, and like just kind of everything. So like,
Yeah.
And I feel like Hilary Duff was pretty. She seems like she kind of has like a normal life now. Mm-hmm. She's got like kids and like a normal ass husband, I think, and just like not really in the limelight anymore, and seems to exist perfectly fine.
Yeah.
There's, like I said, there's definitely examples of it going fine, but there's a lot of examples of it just not being great,
Yeah. No matter who it is, I'm not surprised if something comes out
Yeah,
about someone.
yeah, and it's just either something bad happens to them or they do something.
Yeah.
Like it's usually like they either have a horrible life because of it, or like they've turned into some kind of predator.
Yeah.
Because probably they were preyed upon as a
Yes.
child. Like that's the thing that's sad about it is like a lot of it is probably because these kids were put in situations that they shouldn't have been in, and like were abused in different ways by adults, and like that then causes them to be abusive adults, and it sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. That's sad.
It's sad.
The world we live in.
This vibe this is a different vibe today, I feel like,
Yeah.
That's alright though.
I'm gonna go cry.
What?
Bye.